Lantern, located at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. This is a B&M stand-up coaster, and we will be basing this off of 5 different categories, and the 5th category will be the final score. So let's get into it. Number 1 category, we have the restraints, and I give this a 4 out of 10 because the restraints are pretty uncomfortable and they leave a lot of room to bang your head. And, you know, that kind of stinks, banging your head a lot. Second category, we have the inversions. There are 5 inversions on this coaster: a vertical loop, a half loop, 2 corkscrews, and a inclined loop. And most of these inversions are pretty rough. You do bang your head, and they're not very comfortable at all. So I give the inversions a 3 out of 10. And yeah, they're just not very enjoyable. The 3rd category I give is the length of the ride, and I give this a 7 out of 10. It is a pretty long ride, and not necessarily that's a good thing, but you know, it is what it is. And it does a bunch before the mid-course, which is good, and it doesn't do too much after the mid-course, so it's kind of just in the middle for length. And for the 4th category, we have the, smoothness, overall smoothness of the ride, and I give that a 3. The track is very rattly and not very rough at all. And for overall score, I give it a 6 out of 10. So now let's take a ride on Green Lantern. And in that last clip, I meant to say it is very rough. My bad. But here we come over to the lift hill, and you kind of go into this pre-drop here, and then you go down the main drop, which isn't very good, but it's just okay. Then you go into this vertical loop, which is kind of painful for your legs, and then you go into this dive loop right here, or half loop, and this part is probably one of the roughest parts of the ride, this turnaround right here. Same with this inclined loop, that is not very enjoyable. And then you kind of get like an airtime moment right here. It's kind of weird. And then you turn around into the mid-course brake run, go down into a corkscrew, and kind of twist around here. Then you go down, you gain a bit of speed, drop down into another corkscrew, and then you kind of just mosey on back to the station.